Oh, hey! How's it going? Spoiler stream for Saw X. I hope everybody saw it already. And thank you for everybody who watched it already, man. That's like my biggest video I've done in a while. Damn, my TV's bright. Cause I was like, dude, I gotta compete. Whatever. Come on, dude. Mine now is like a mismatch. Of course we know the Seahawks are gonna win. Yeah, dude. Let's do all sort of kill count, traps, spoilers, everything. I have a video like let's brainstorm how we beat some of these traps. So I got a video coming out a little bit tomorrow about how all these traps. Wait a minute. I should it's all queued up. What the hell's going on this? I'm having some difficulties. Hey, what's up, Dark Chosen? Saw X is easily the second best movie franchise. I gotta agree with that. Well, I mean, no second. It could be even top, at least like top three. I don't see anybody saying it's like the bottom. I mean, after Roll, like I don't know, dude. Like Spiral left a bad taste in his mouth, so they were like, "All right, dude, this has got to be better than Spiral." No, I sort of like Spiral as well. I don't get all the hate for it, but I don't like Killjoy Jake. Still likes it, but you know what? It was after the pandemic, and it was okay. But dude, if you gotta rank the franchise, any way you cut it up, it's like 1, 2, and this new one. It's crazy that the 10th one is almost like the best one. That hasn't happened in any sort of franchise. Fast, no one's like, dude, that's the best one. No one said Jason X is the best one. Or what was the 10th one in Halloween? The 10th one in Halloween was I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That's the 10th one. And no one says that one's the best one either. So it's crazy like a 10th entry as was like deemed like one of the ones. I like, or what? Even Friday the 13th, they'll go, well, dude, part six is the best one, part four is the best one. Even in Saw, they go, well, six is usually considered to be like a favorite, or it's a fan favorite, but no one says it's the best. I will saying that Saw X is the best, even over one, even two, even over three, even over the original trilogy. It's crazy. Also, the ending for Saw X is different because it's a happy ending. It's sort of happy, is it, for that dude with the beetle on his chest? But it's sort of cool, dude, because they're pulled off one of these slashers being a good guy. Because like even they've tempted it a couple of times. I would say like Friday the 13th, like remember when Jason was like trying to interrupt a rape going on? It's almost like, well, they're rapists, Jason, go kill them. But who else? Oh, Leatherface. They tried that. They tried that last chainsaw, that 3D one, where it's like, oh, the cops shot up his face and they were on his side the whole time. Like, are you crazy? Bleh. Hey, it's Omnia right here. How's it going? I just saw six liked it. Never thought I'd root for Jigsaw. Yeah, dude, because those other people were piece of shit. What fooled people from cancer treatment? Like, come on, dude. They were very, very hateable. I mean, the other times in the Saw franchise, you had sort of like, oh, you're a drug addict and you're in a Saw trap. Like, that's an overreaction. Shit. Like, who has to try drugs? And we're going to in a maze, Amanda, because you just like drugs a lot? No. Or even like what was the 3D like, oh, this is a love triangle and one of you's hovering over the saw. Like, really, dude? You cheated on some that's your reason for putting him in a jigsaw trap? I no. But these are really bad people. I don't even know what you gotta do for Saw 11. Like, are you gonna keep Jigsaw being a good guy because that works? You gotta double down on some works. So I don't know, pedophiles. I don't know. Nice. Nazis are always bad. You can always kill Nazis. No one feels bad. Pedophiles you can kill. I said pedophiles too much. Now I'm not even going to tie for this string. Damn. You could say maybe not prisoners. Like some people shouldn't even be in there, but yeah, dude, you got to find new pieces of shit to go and kill for 11. So you got to dig deep. Like who? What's a group that anybody hates? Maybe terrorists or something. I don't know. I don't know what they could do for the next song. But that Cecilia's still left alive. I hear a lot of people mad about that. But she won the game. Her game was to beat a man in a knife fight. So she like got her head to stick out the window. So she lived. And now, oh, spoiler. Well, this is called the spoiler stream, but I don't know. But it's like, all right, if you had to bet, you're like, all right, I bet that girl's gonna lose that like knife fight to this dude, but she didn't. Or I thought the gentleman thing to do would be like, well, let's take turns. Because remember, like Saw 5, they were like, yeah, if you all worked together as a team, you would have figured out how to beat this thing. So I don't know, dude. Could you have worked together a little bit on some traps? Yes, because in the same room, and even the last trap was sort of that seesaw bullshit. Like those competition saw things, I don't really get. Or like sauce where it's like the insurance agent got to choose who lives. That's not really what Saw rules because if you're just a dude in that merry-go-round, what can you possibly do to get killed? Like it makes it all about them and not about you. It's supposed to be everybody learning their own lesson. So I like part 6 is just cool because it has like a message and but you look at it overall, part 6 doesn't really fit. That's why I go like when people part 6 is number top 3, or I go, yeah, it's in the top, but it doesn't beat like the messages like part 2. And I love the Cholo in part 2. Like what a dummy. Had to cut the shit off the back of his neck. Ah! Ah! I go, dude, I could have looked around the house for more mirrors or something. Or so bad to work with Manda on that. But I'd have to agree. Saw 2, Saw X, and Saw. I pretty much agree because Saw 2, Jigsaw is like he's not quite on death's door, but that's the most we see. So that's why I like Saw 2 so much. And I like the Cholo character. I live in Southern California. You know, like you go to school with a whole bunch of those guys. Uh, a lot, and Amanda was cool and cool, like a twist that she was like in on it, and she had to go through like little trap and everything. So that was just really cool. And the apprentice thing was like a new, it was new in Saw 2. By the end, it's like all right, Hobbin and Logan and bleh, bleh. And then finally the doctor's in on it. Oh my god! If they do another goddamn apprentice, it'll be too. I see people saying Carlos should be an apprentice. Like, well, he's like 20 now. I don't know. I believe it could work. It could, yeah. I don't know. I think we get like 3 more movies. Like Tobin Bell is 81 years old. Make it sign a thing. Like, all right, dude, I'll be AI, whatever. I'll be AI. You get an old guy. You could use AI to put my face on his face, and or just have him say everything and do Agdasor do his voice because that's what Spiral messed up on. They were doing the sets and they didn't even put his voice in it, and people are like, "What the hell is this, dude?" My Spiral feels like a bootleg Saw movie. It's like, oh yeah, it's not Spiral, it's not called Jigsaw because it's a pig, or it's not a puppet. So it feels like bootleg. It feels like bootleg because oh yeah, I guess they're doing that not to get sued, but they had all the rights and stuff. I think it was neat. All right, let me get back to the chat. Hey, Sergeant George, what's going on? Yeah, definitely chip folks in this. Yeah. Yeah, basically, you have to. It's all yeah, not. Oh man, I can't say Nazis either. I'm already done. I can't monetize. I already said pedophiles and Nazis. It's over. I can't. I can't monetize this one. But watch another video too. Hopefully, yeah, dude, you got killed Nazis or terrorists or who's on our shit now? Russians. That was the that was the thing in that was the thing in done right. The new Top Gun. Russians are on our shit list, so maybe you could kill Russia next one somehow. But Jigsaw only what is in between Saw one and in part two. He's pretty sick. The dude couldn't go anywhere with his IV right next. So at the end of this, he's back in America, and Hoffman will be his buddy. So for future installments, I don't know what you, but I definitely want to see Hoffman like more than a cameo in it. And Amanda, I miss her too. Like I want to see them. So much fun when Amanda and John working together. Like, all right, I'm gonna stay in the back seat of her car. She takes off the picks. I'm gonna chloroform this person. I like that better. It was rag this time, right? They got a rag and put it up the person's mouth like this. That's better than just injecting them with it because you're like, oh, what are you using? So I like that part about it. Them working together is cool, and you want to see Hoffman work together like that. So that's yeah. See, I guess my spoiler talk goes all over everything. I already talked about what we could do. There's definitely gonna be with these things. You gotta do a sequel, but it could have been like Logan. Remember Logan? Like he's old man Logan, and it was like past his prime, and you're like, well, it was sort of like a sad ending, and that's why this was like a happy. So you don't know where to go from there. Yeah, I want to see team up with John and Saw 11 because we already saw John and Amanda team up. Yeah, pretty much. It could be more the hot thing. Or, dude, we could. I wouldn't even mind Amanda being like on her own. All right, Amanda, you go do this thing. Like if Tobin Bell is like in between 10 and 11 and didn't film anything, be like, all right, he made a bunch of tapes. That's what you should be doing now. If you got Jigsaw, you got Tobin Bell, make a shit ton of tapes. Have him like go over every scenario and use AI to fill in the gaps and all that so we can still get like his voice. Because that's all we need his voice mostly. So I don't know. I would like, of course, Hoffman. Saw X is a great movie. Hey, yeah, it's great, dude. I even see some people putting it as their number one for the whole year, not even a franchise. And think about the heavy hitters we got this year, like Evil Dead was at Scream 6 and Talk to Me. Oh, we got a new person in here. Hey, Will Gomez, Cecilia guided Gabrielle with her trap killer like that for what, as the one Cardi B said, was what was the reason, bitch? What was the reason? Which I like Cardi B, but I don't know what song that is. I like her last came out with a new album in a bit. I think it's just a bunch of singles. Like what has it's all Dumb Money. She's all over that soundtrack too. And I don't know. I like that song too. Whatever. Yeah, dude. All right, that's another thing. I could have done a video about beat everybody. So how to beat that trap. She has one arm up here and down there, and but the Cecilia thought she was smart. Like, oh man, breaking cool so you could swing. Because every like, well, no, break your hand all to the ground. And if they didn't know that radiation gun was going to follow them, though. So it's like either way, you would have fell, but you got more options because if you're on the ground, you can move left and right. But yeah, I think she meant like if you could swing. Or you know what? I would have swung front and back, and maybe you could messed up that radiation gun. At least because you had a crowbar. But I'm like, dude, what if you drop that crowbar? Like, Jigsaw, can I pick it up? Can I pick it up, man? Be cool, dude. I mean, you tape the pulls at the other dude's hand. Like, you can't tape my crowbar to my hand or something. So make sure I don't drop it. But yeah, dude, the amount of time he was giving people, that's what sucked. Put that in my video. Some people commented like that too. Like, dude, The first movie you gave you I'm trying not to. You gave people like 3 hours or 2 hours to that wire trap in part one. You give me 3 minutes to do brain surgery? Kidding? That's way too short. Like, where are you coming with this arbitrary amount of time, man? You should at least like, I'll give you as much time as you said you did the surgery on me, like, I don't know, an hour or something. But Jigsaw's in a hurry. He's like, no, man, we gotta keep this pushing. We only have tonight. I Airbnb this warehouse. So, I don't know. The owners could come around. I'm not in any time here. Maybe if it's his own warehouse, he gives you like unlimited. Oh yeah, dude, take an hour, take 2 hours or something. I don't care. But he's like, dude, I don't own this building, so whoever might be coming along, 3 minutes, dude. I like how people are like, dude, I ain't press play button. You crazy? No. But yeah. If it broke her hand first, she would have fell down to the ground. But she was already so messy, dude. I remember people like, and why they I was also like, why'd you fake the fun? Like it was already like a play, like it was already on. You didn't have to buy a real radiation machine. And if you did, why'd you leave it there? Right? Like you left your radiation machine there, and I think Kramer just saw that there, like, oh yeah, cool. Oh, this is what you use. Because those are like tens of thousands of dollars, dude. But I don't think it's an object to Jigsaw. He has like enough money. He might have all rented out this warehouse or something, or that's why people are like, "How did he get all these traps made in the like a little bit?" And I'm like, "He's in Mexico." What are you talking about? All you gotta do is bring your Maddox and like, hey, I need 5 people or something like that. You could go there and get shit made pretty quickly. I think so. So yeah, he definitely gotta get like some contractors or something. Maybe he sends out stuff like he already pre-made a whole bunch of stuff. Like, oh, okay, I'll use my brain trap here. Donnie Wahlberg is great as the douchebag detective. But they didn't really do anything with like he's alive in three or no, I think they skipped over three. He was in four, right? Because that was like Riggs. Riggs came in and he got his head smashed and everything. And you're like, well, and he had like a boot on. Yeah, Wahlberg was cool, but we don't need to see him anymore. Like even if they do Saw 11, I would just think like, dude, let's multiverse, right? Like, all right, he lived a couple of years or something. Like, no, nobody cares at this point, dude. Like, it's pretty amazing that they went 10 movies and they haven't already done something stupid like on to space or something. All the same continuity, and it hasn't got too ridiculous or anything. It's pretty impressive that it's all one storyline. Like, come on, by Halloween 10, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, that was all like the fifth timeline. It was like Halloween 1 and 2, then 3, and then they went back to 4, 5, and 6. So that's like another timeline. So they were already on like their H2O and Resurrection. They were already like on their fourth timeline by their 10th movie. Like, dude, you could just do one more timeline for this. One more timeline, X or Saw 11, where it's like, I was really thinking I'll get cured. Like, hey man, we did take out the tumor, but like I heard like a new cancer treatment would be like if you like a biopsy of it and then they create a vaccine and then they put it back into them and then that's what cures her cancer. That's what she was selling Jigsaw on, like, and that was like 20 years ago. I hear people doing that like now today. So I was like, oh, dude, they're really gonna cure him. I really thought, like, if you watch the trailer, like, oh, he went back to his doctors and they said work, that he still has his tumor. Then he flew back and then killed them all. He left Mexico. So I was like, oh, okay. I would like he just got it wrong. And they're all like, no, dude, we're innocent. But that confuses it for everybody. So it's good that they're really con artists, pieces of crap. After I saw, like, oh, this guy's really a cab driver and this guy's really a veterinarian. It was cool. So you go like, oh, okay. So they sort of swerved us on the trailer a bit because if you trailer, they make you think his doctor told them about that lady, and then he was here and then came back. So I don't know. Oh, we got another one, Jason Carpenter. I'm not even a really big Saw fan, just here to hang around. Oh yeah, thanks, Jason. Saw's good, man. I remember when Saw was in its heyday, I didn't care for it as much. Like I Saw 1, 2, and 3 came out, like that trilogy. I was stoked on it, but I was like, it's over. And then like Saw 4, I think that's when they really stopped because you could have at like I thought they were just gonna be like Friday 13th, like, oh, you killed Jason and somehow he lived or he faked death or something like that. When they messed up by doing part 4 when they actually had the autopsy. They should have just went, oh yeah, he faked his death or twin or some bullshit to say that he really lived or something. But that's the way I want to do like multiverse version. And multiverse version, he actually did get cured like that 11 he goes to that girl's father actually curing cancer, and then we get a whole bunch of new movies and blah blah blah. The dude's 81 years old, but I don't know, man, just knock him out. At least film like, dude, they did the strangers trilogies coming out where they have new movies, they filmed them all at once. That's what you got to do with this guy, dude, because you don't know how much longer you got him. He's 81 now. This guy could go at any as you know, or his health could get just really bad. So if he's on now, just film like 3 right now, or I don't have AI, but I don't think Saw has enough budget for all that. Made 30 million bucks opening weekend, pretty sure. I see, I don't know. Some movies do so well, like they get $30 million dollars. And this is my biggest video since Scream 6. Because Scream 6 did like 100,000 views for me in like 3 days or something like that the first weekend. And then it sort of teeter off. I think it's like a 180 or something. But yeah, it made a lot of money, and I think it's trendy. A lot of people are watching it, and it'd be cool if they ended here, though. Like, but this has got everyone hyped. Like, I can't even wait to buy it. I want to see it again. I want to see it again, knowing everything. There's nothing like, see twists and stuff. Like if you're watching Saw 5 or 6 or the other ones where they have that base and you go back and you see everything you missed. But yeah, this one, it's worth buying. Oh, Saw X, post credit scene. Yes, with Hoffman. So that guy having that thing on his belly, the whole scar, and that's pretty convincing. I guess he did a makeup job. Or this guy goes to all these like cancer treatment things, and I guess he gets like a person, right? Because I was like, well, how is he part of the scam? He's just one of those people who's like, hey, here's this number. It's almost like affiliate marketing. Here's a link. If you click on it and go to it, I get a commission for it. Probably out that 250 gets his, I don't know how much you would get for a commission, 10%. It's 25, 50 grand or something like that. Because he actually set up the sale. So it's like, how many cancer things he has to go to? Oh, and he has on that makeup. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make sure Tobin Bell sees me. See, I want to watch it just so I could go see, like, oh, who noticed first? So yeah. So, anyways, Jigsaw flies back states, gets that guy, and he puts like a beetle thing on chest. We don't even know what kind of trap that is, but Jigsaw, I think he knows like, hey, I usually play traps with people, but no, I'm just because he's like, I'm not wearing a max or anything. Fuck it. Me and Hoffman are killing you, and that's it. But just like the movie, the brand new HBO Best Buy Steelbook is a joke. Oh, I hear that. Dude, I don't buy Steelbooks or anything. I don't know. If I buy anything, I buy like digital. I like because it gets so expensive, man. I only buy some Steelbooks or something if it's like something that's not 4K. I think I got the Return of the Living Dead and I think I got The Thing, like really top of the line movies that I know I'm gonna rewatch, and maybe they don't have 4Ks on digital or something like that. Like It Follows has a 4K out now. I go, ah, damn, dude, I want to see that in 4K. But yeah, oh, the new Scream 3 Steelbook, on the other hand, it's awesome. Yeah, I even got to see that whole like assembly cut that they did because it really sucks with the whole, or that isn't that coming out pretty soon or something? Like I thought they were going to re-release it, or it's like a fan cut or something. Yeah, I wonder what the final trap was or how it works. Like, what is that? What is that? Cardi B just has so many quotes that go with this movie. Yeah, okay. Or I went through your phone last night. I don't know. Whatever other Cardi B songs are in there. This sound. I was waiting for that Holly's sound that song to be in there too. But here, let's share a file and then we can just like go through all of them. Oh, shit, let me see. I'm trying to play my video along here, so just like break it down because it keeps me on track with like what kind of uh where I'm at in the plot. I'm already just like just talking, whatever. But let's see here. Oh yeah, I was like, what can they do in the future? Hoffman's alive, and they also have Amanda's still alive. I wish because in Saw 3, he's totally like in the bed. He's not going anywhere. He's not really doing anything. He's like bedridden in Saw 3. So maybe they have a couple of more months or something. But yeah, I don't know. But who knows if they're even going to do a Saw 11? They haven't announced anything yet, but I think you got to see how successful this is. Oh my God, I can't. Here, let me do a share screen. Maybe I can walk it through. Damn it. I'm trying to show a video file and it won't let me. That's why I need a guest or something. Like, dude, let me look at the video file and get back to you on that. All right, so basically, he goes to Mexico. First trap. Oh yeah, first trap was the Vision. I was like, why you gotta do the custodian? It's like, yeah, I was like, even when I made that custodian video, like, oh man, the custodian gets why is the custodian get it? Like, you never stole anything, Jigsaw. Get off your stop being so judgy, dude. Like you never stole anything in your life. But breaking the fingers, I was like, yeah, break your fingers all at once and get out of that trap. It's better than your eyes getting sucked out. And then, oh man, we got the eyes getting sucked out. Because of course it has to be a vision. Because who would go like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna break my fingers in time. You know, you just gotta crank it up to 5 and break them all and move on. Damn, dude, my thing's messed up. I can't share. I should have downloaded it then. Damn it. Oh, do I have something here?
How's it going? All right, for you, even maybe like Germans and other non-American. That's Sydney's husband.
Oh, that's a Thanksgiving trailer, yeah. Well, I was trying to get my little Saw thing. Well, I might have to do another like spoiler stream or something about it. You go see The Exorcist? Oh yeah, dude, that's a couple of my like kill counts for the whole month. I'm doing Saw, and so much stuff comes out. This is the busiest Friday ever. I already have an editor too. Or if other people edit or something, hit me up. I don't know. I can use some more editors. But I'm trying to get, I got an editor. So it's sort of like, oh, Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines. I'm going to do a video about that too. So, dang, dude. I know Exorcist is the priority. I'm doing Exorcist Believer as the priority. And then the other stuff is going to come later. Like, I think I'll have my video up on Exorcist on Friday, like mid Friday, late to Friday. Because I already got some, dude, it had 2 trailers, a whole bunch of clips. I think I'm good. So hopefully I can make that video like stand out a bit. And what Totally Killer? That's a slasher movie that's coming out that day. That's gonna be cool. Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines. So that'll keep me busy for like probably the next 2 weeks. And then we got Chucky coming out too. I go, dude, it's just so. I hope this is gonna be my best month because my best month ever was last year, October. And I think I got like 2 million views almost or something like that. Insane. I don't know. But it's also because Terrifier 2 just came out. This year's a little bit more quiet. I think Exorcist Believer is gonna be big, but I don't think it's gonna be Halloween Ends big. Five Nights at Freddy's gonna be big too. So but that's like the 27th. So we got it like from what the 6th to the 13th to the next week after. We don't have a lot going on, or we just have all these releases that came out on the 6th. So I'm gonna do Bloodlines, I'm gonna do Totally Killer, and I'm going to be doing Exorcist Believer. But those other ones like Totally Killer, I'm gonna have all the footage and everything. It's gonna be neat. Just like how I already know people are going to be waiting to hate on it from the get go, regardless. Yeah, David Gordon Green gets a lot of hate anyway. Like, dude, come on. I'm a big fan of Halloween Kills. I'm stoked the director of Halloween Kills is actually doing an Exorcist movie. I was like, dude, bring some of that gore. It looks like that girl's eyes are going to pop out. Yeah, so we're even off a Saw. I was just like, oh, well, I guess. Maybe I'll do a separate spoiler thing or something later, but. Yeah, people are gonna hate on it, dude. Like how they did ends. And now you know what? People are coming around on ends because it's already been like a year. And now we notice like because for the last 5 years we got Halloween movie, Halloween movie, Halloween. So we got 3 Halloween movies in like 5 years, and then people are like, dude, where's Michael this season? Because remember, it was sort of like Halloween 18 came out, and then 19 they announced they were doing kills, and then the whole pandemic happened. So we had to wait on Halloween. So I still consider that like it's still like Halloween was about Michael Myers, or YouTube was still about it, making videos about the new coming Halloween movie and everything. So it seems like Michael was still around the last like from 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You know, because 21, 22 is when it finally like ended off. So, but Saw was doing that for a while too. Like I think 1 through 6 all were like year after year after year after year. So it was a big part. So sometimes these franchises need to cool off a little bit to come back. Like it's like stocks, man. Like you gotta wait for the dip and then buy, and then you have to miss it a little bit. Something I hope to do is fix Amanda's hair, but I guess they're not gonna do that on the Blu-ray or something. They're not just gonna be like, well, CGI her hair. They should have just had her hair long. Like, all right, dude, she's a pretty lady too. So I think she has long hair now or something, or she was at all these like horror cons and everything over this weekend. Like 2 weekends ago, well, the weekend before last, she was in my city and I didn't get to see it because I had to go somewhere. But I would like to see how she is now and how she wears her hair. But yeah, she had like a distracting bowl cut the whole time. I was like, oh man. Nah, it was fine. But yeah, I heard someone say like, dude, it's like Courtney Cox bangs in Scream 3. Just go, dude, what the what is going on there? Oh, we already cut. Yeah, Woody Snags. Yeah, the post credits trap. Well, it's just that dude hanging, and they had Hoffman there, and I think they pretty much killed that dude. So yeah, it didn't work out for them in the end. Oh damn, I didn't. Maybe if I share screen and just do my video. Let me Let's see, entire screen.
Well, our war hero has arrived.
Oh, I can't wait to see this too. Damn, I forgot. Probably got to do a kill count about Killers of the Flower Moon.
Discovery of oil on their land. The Osage Reign of Terror was fascinating.
Watch, they're gonna flag me just for having
He's like trying to cheer
commercial.
Like, yeah, cut off that leg. Going to Mexico. Count traps and count kills. Count. Oh man, dude, Amanda's back. So the 10th.
Oh, I still see myself right there. Cool.
Actually going to Mexico. You can only get it done in Mexico because in the States they take far too long to actually cure anything. For me, same thing with his cancer buddy from Group.
Yeah, basically they hung this guy at the end. That was pretty cool. Because you're like, dude, what about him? Like I said, he probably is like affiliate marketing. He got commissioned for setting that whole thing up. Yeah, I'll just let it play a little bit.
So, he checked out their reviews. He's like, all right, I'm in. Meet the whole team. They go, we're going to be in good hands. They do the operation. They cut into your skull.
Well, see, that's how the trailers are different too. So I guess when he saw something like, I guess they were just playing like footage. They didn't even cut him. I remember hearing somebody like, why didn't they actually cut him so they wouldn't find out about the scam until later? But it's like, I don't know, dude, because maybe that's almost like a bigger charge if you actually like hurt somebody. But they did anesthesia and everything, but they did buy a radiation gun. I know that because they used it.
They cut into your skull. Wrong. They didn't do anything. They
didn't do anything.
You and went, okay, we think we got it all. They completely bullshitted him. One elaborate con. John's super pissed now. Now his doctor saying he's only got months to live. He's like, hey, I gotta make traps like this one from Saw 3. This happened.
Yeah, so he definitely looks a little bit older, but dude, he's 81 years old. My God.
Happens between Saw 1 and 2, so he's still got to make like 8 more movies worth of traps and people to kill. Damn, dude, it's like vacuum your eyes out or break your hand. Hey, man, bones heal after a while.
Say?
Break my hand, but
well, see, I remember someone saying if it goes that far back, I don't know, whatever. It's breaking your hand.
Sticky fingers of yours. The job as a custodian is a noble one. All you have to do is click the dial across the 5 positions.
All right, well, I don't want to get flagged for that too, but dude, yeah, it's like, yeah, this was a vision trap. He was just sort of like, oh yeah, all right. He saw this guy shop like going through this stuff, like, oh man, I want this watch. Like, come on, man. Tobin Bell just so happens to stumble on everything, dude. Like Jigsaw, he was like, I saw you kill your baby, smothered it with the pillow, and I was like, really, dude? This guy's like the world's greatest detective or something, dude. He sees everything. But just because he thought about like, oh man, this thing's not going to need his watch anymore. Like, you're gonna suck his eyes out of his head, maybe.
Remember the very 60 seconds? My God.
But we did see the eyes get sucked out of his head, which was terrible.
This was just a France tape.
Okay, all right. Bomb Arms. Bomb Arms was fun because it's like, I think he needed this guy to survive because this was like the cab driver. He needed to find out more about him and the location and all that. So he could just kill this guy right off the bat. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, hey, did you need to tape? I guess you need to tape the scalpels to your hands because if you just had your open hands, you could just rip it off, right? You would try to rip it off. He did use his mouth, which was smart too. So I think he knew he had to let this guy live, or he'd be like, I think that blast would have blown you up and killed you, not just blown off your arms. So I think he sort of let this guy go a little bit. Yeah. Oh, right.
240s to your hands and you gotta drink it. Well,
I'm
it's actually
streaming.
two bomb strapped to his arm, so you gotta cut him out. And this was him like Batman interrogating this guy, like, "Hey, you gonna tell me where everybody's at?" And he gives up everybody.
Yeah, look at that. Look how big that explosion was. You think that's going to just blow off his arms? You see, if he let this guy die, his whole plan is done. Like, damn, I gotta find a new informant or something. Because maybe I like a radio switch. Like, okay, all right. Maybe the timer was bullshit, but I saw him throw it. So, all right, click.
He cut the bombs off before the bombs went off, but I guess what would have happened if he would have died? Then you got nothing.
Oh, I already
His
said that in
real
the
beef is
video.
with the people who conned him, so he kidnapped them all, and this lady's first. It's got like wire, like piano wire, something around like her neck and her limbs, cut off.
People go like, this is the gnarliest kill of the whole thing. Her cutting off her own leg.
Things to live. You're like, well, I'm not choosing my head. I need my head pretty much, but all right, I think I'll soft one my leg. And just cutting off one of those things could kill you. But it seems like right here, she sort of like belts up her leg, tourniquets her leg because she's like, all right, man, this is really gonna hurt. Well, she done did it. Her leg went off, but
Yeah, there you go. See, you saw the sound effects. You could do the sound effects on YouTube, but you can't do the whole thing. Or you ever, what was that one where the girl sawed off the guy's leg or something that way? Dang, what is that? Oh, it's an Asian one. Ah, well, you know what I'm talking about.
she wasn't able to get like the.
You can't beat this trap.
Time, so it didn't.
Oh, here. I need to go back here. Let's do. Oh, shoot. There. We'll do how to beat traps.
Work out too well for her. Oh, and everybody was in the room with her. It's like one big room, and everybody's like trying to cheer her on, like, yeah, cut off that leg. Oh man, dude, it took off her head. Oh man, I hope I'm not next. Oh, we got brain trap.
All right, with the previous trap, I think maybe someone told me this, and I was like, okay, maybe if you only cut your leg halfway, you would have lived, right? Halfway, because you just need the bone marrow out. But it's not like you could drill a hole. Maybe, I don't know how you use that thing, but maybe you could like cut a hole in your leg or just cut it in half so you could heal back up. But you just got cut to your femur or something. That's enough bone marrow, I guess, for the thing. Oh, really, dude? I don't know what bone marrow is really. Bone juice? I don't know. It's like, well, you can't get that from my foot, or it's enough bone marrow to be in the trap. I don't know how you're gonna beat that one. Yeah, this person just has to die.
It's like trying to cheer her on, like, yeah, cut off that leg, your brain tissue or whatever, and put in this weight, and then you'll get the key. And you're like, oh my god, is there any other way around this? That's cold. It's 3 minutes time, but he did it, and
all right, well, I did figure out a way how to beat this trap. All right, check this out. Well, there's gonna be a video coming up tomorrow about it, but hey, I'll tell you right now. So you have to put your brain in that glass, but does it have to be your brain? That girl already had her head cut off, so take that fresh brain that's happening there and cut it open and put it in that jar, right? I mean, like that's like Amanda's trap. Amanda had to stab a guy to get it out, but and also Cecilia could help you out, man. Instead of cheering me on, throw me that spare head rolling around. And I guess people are like, well, they're chained up. Well, she did the intestine thing, right? She was close enough to that girl's body to get her body and open it up and take her intestines out and everything. So maybe she could still use her body or something like that and get that head and roll that head like a bowling ball over to me, like rah, or something. I don't know. Or one good throw. Yeah, that is like pretty across the room. Or I don't know. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, but try to get that head, and then you can use that brain instead of cutting into your own brain. That's my solution.
didn't work out. This like
Yeah, I guess it's more harder to. How is Cecilia chained up going to give that brain over to them?
slammed on his head.
Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game.
Oh yeah, Carlos does get the buddy. Daniel. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute.
Right there, dude. That's the healthiest he looked and all. Like,
Yeah, I think the point there, I was just like, dude, this is the healthiest he's been. Because Saw 1, he barely was in it. You saw him at the very end. He took off the mask, or he had like he shot himself, sort of makeup on. So it's like, this is the healthiest he's looked in a long time. And in part 2, he needed that IV and everything. And he was pretty sickly. Like, okay. They were like, freeze, get on your knees. I can't do that. I'm so sick. So you're like, oh man, that's why I sort of like Saw 2, because you just got more of Jigsaw actually like talking. And in 3, he was so sick, he was like almost like borderline falling into a coma. So this is good to see him this healthy, like it's just sad you see like boogeyman like that sickly or something, like uh yeah, I guess that's enough. Yeah, if he's that sickly and on his deathbed, like, how are you killing me, dude? And how you get all these traps done if you're that sickly?
8, 9 movies.
And actually, him being like 20 years older actually works. Like, he does look sickly and weakened in this one more than he did in Saw 2. In Saw 2, you go back and watch it. Like, if you didn't know that this was like a prequel or something and you watch it in order that way, you're like, dude, he looks better in Saw 2. But yeah, he does look good because he's walking around and he's actually not even like sending Billy the puppet in too much. He's like, yeah, saw that trap. I'm right here. Yeah, Billy. I even heard like Christian on Planet CHH actually say something like, well, no one used that planet. No one used that Billy the puppet as much. And I guess not, but whatever.
I mean, he's 20 years older, but he's walking around pretty good. But it seems like he was an orderly and everything.
Oh yeah, I think
Girl,
everybody figured this out. She had to break her hand or break her leg to get out of this trap. And it's like, which one do you break first? So you break your hand, you fall down to the ground. You can move left and right. You can move. I already went over that one, but yeah. So you could just be moving away from that radiation gun the whole time because it's supposed to follow you. Or swing back and forth and just knock the shit out of that gun. So knock it off its axis or something. Like, how good is it on there? So either or, that's like a easier one to sort of try to beat. But breaking your hand, damn, like that's hard, dude. She's the only one who sort of lived. I mean, sort of lived. Like, as soon as she was free, she was too messed up. She couldn't even move. So she's the only one who didn't die from the trap initially. Cecilia killed her. So I think even if she got out there a little bit early, maybe that Cecilia girl would have still killed her. So I think, yeah, she's pretty much doomed. And the other people are pretty much doomed. Or maybe if somebody else like survived the trap, would Jigsaw be like, all right, man, let's get him to the hospital. If Brain Trap guy or the piano wire person actually survived, would they have been sent to the hospital right away too? Like, or he's like, all right, you gotta wait till everyone's trap is done. Bomb Trap guy actually survived too. But Bomb Trap guy, he actually came out with like a med kit and went, all right, buddy, you're gonna be okay. You passed your thing. But he had to pass it.
Radiation, you'd have to go through all that. You just got a prop one. But
yeah, I was like, why they bought a real radiation gun? They were bullshitting. Like Halloween Horror Nights, man, they got a fake radiation gun. Like, why do they need a real radiation gun? Those cost a lot of money too, especially if you're conning somebody. That's why I thought like maybe they just bought like a heat lamp or something. But he went off about radiation and stuff, so maybe he got his hands on the radiation X-ray gun or just a heat lamp or something. It did burn her up pretty cool. So
I guess they used a real one. You left it behind. John Kramer, a crowbar, like, hey, love. He comes to try to save.
Oh, could this guy have lived? The guy with the gun? No, maybe if he would have killed the wife and stuck his head, or not his wife, I think Cecilia was like his girlfriend or something. I don't know. Maybe.
blonde-haired girl's like puts a gun into the leader of the gang. Kramer's like, hey, at least get this girl to the hospital. She passed the trap and trap. So the final trap is like the seesaw.
All right, so the final trap where you actually get blood seesaw in your face is sort of like, I don't think they were meant to die in it because they automatically went, all right, I open up my thing. I have like trick cuffs or something like that. So I don't think he wasn't in any real danger here.
Bloodboarding thing.
Or if he would have died, I think he would have been fine with it, I guess. But it was all show just to get him up in that room.
Dude, that gun sheet egg puppet they used in Spiral or something like that. Like, here's your scar, guy.
Oh yeah, and then the mid credit trap where it's that guy hanging. We didn't got enough information about this trap to actually be like, how do you beat it? I don't know. I think you put this like beetle looking thing on your chest, and that was it. See right there? I don't know what that's supposed to do. It's supposed to get tighter or something and actually make that scar that he said he had, or takes out his pancreas. Because he said he had pancreatic cancer, right? I ain't no doctor either. I don't even know where your pancreas is at. So I guess he had a big scar in his belly. It's in your belly somewhere. So I guess I think that's probably part of his trap that you got to take your pancreas out. So maybe this guy lives for it. But I think he knows, like, all right, dude, this guy's got to die. Like Hoffman. Hey, Hoffman, come over here. Hey, yeah, we got this guy hanging. No, you don't got to wear a mask. No, dude, this guy's got to die anyway, dude. We just talked to him. You don't worry about all that. He's dead. Yeah, he's not going to survive this chat for sure. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not going to wear a mask either. So if they're going to identify us, he is. But no, we're fine. Yeah, so that's all the traps. Oh man, I was gonna do how do I stop sharing? There you go. Or maybe I'll do like a tier rank. Oh, let me catch up on some comments. I heard bone marrow tastes good. Does it? Who eats bone marrow? Bone marrow from pigs or something like that? You could go to a butcher shop and be like, hey man, hook me up with some bone marrow. Hook me up with some pork bone marrow. Like, no, I don't think that's good. Oh, and Carlos got the money. That's like a big spoiler too. Like, he got all this money, and Kramer could just took it back with him. But maybe we don't know how rich Kramer is. Like, he probably put like in a lot of patents. He's able to buy all these warehouses. I'm pretty sure. Like, he doesn't build every single trap by his hand. I bet he sends off like some stuff like that. Or like parts. Hey, build this part and build that part and then bring it together. Because that's the only way he's doing all these traps, like 10 movies worth of traps. He's like, hey, I'll send you over some schematics or something like that. Copy and paste it a little bit. Because he used that bear trap Max a whole lot. Or they showed him making that trap with that Logan guy. But I don't think he's out there welding and doing every single one. Like, it seems like for this Mexican trap place, it might have been a couple of days or something like that. No one knows how much time passed, but he actually got all those traps up and running pretty quickly. Hey, what's up, Leatherface? Hey, Mayan, what's going on? I see you in a whole bunch of streams. Yeah, I really need to watch it. Theaters, the only reason I know about the traps is because TikTok and YouTube spoiled it for me. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, say if you don't mind spoilers. I mean, if you saw my video already, it's all spoilers. I can't, but there's so many movies coming out. I might do like spoiler-free stuff. I can't do that though, dude. I don't know. I'm too vague. Or like shorts. I don't know because what 3 things come out on 4 things. Another VHS comes out on Friday too. Just so many, dude. You can watch a new thing every day next week, one a day. Like, all right, Exorcist, and then I'm gonna be making the video about it. Then totally no, then Pet Cemetery. I think maybe I'll put it to a vote. Who wants Pet Cemetery and who wants that? Because those are both being handled by like an editor. So I'm gonna try to put those out next week too. So it's gonna be super busy, dude. I'm gonna be destroying your feed in a bit. But yeah, man, yeah. If you go watch, yeah, if you didn't want to be spoiled, yeah, stay off YouTube and all that. That's why it's like I even saw people do spoiler streams like on Friday. Like, damn, dude, give some people time to at least see it. Or I think maybe with The Exorcist, they come out with it on Friday, and I want to just try to do like a routine. Like I want to try to get it up by Friday, like a new release, because see it Thursday, put it up Friday, and then spoiler stream it like Saturday or something like that. Like, all right, that's enough time for people who saw it Thursday and Friday. We also want the stream to do good, so maybe people watch like the replay of it. If we're talking spoilers the whole time. But yeah, and plus Saw X doesn't have too much spoil thing. You could just talk about what you think of the traps. And I also want to try to make a video about how to beat. I remember when I started doing kill counts, that's when like, oh yeah, Dead Meat was crushing it with kill counts and stuff. I was like, well, what if I do kill counts like opening weekend? Yeah. And that's why like I think sometimes I even do like the straight to video releases and stuff like that like doesn't do as well as theater releases, but Saw X is definitely one of the bigger releases of the year, probably, and some people's favorite of the year so far too. But yeah, if you get spoiled on it, it's all right. It's still fun. It's like I like mild spoilers, but yeah, if you watch this whole stream already and didn't see it, go see it. Yeah, and then come back and then watch the rest of it. Oh, I can't wait for Creep Show season 4. I think I even need to finish watching season 3 of it. It's like there's I can't cover TV shows though, dude. It's so I'm covering Chucky though, but I might not. I remember I just fell so far behind last year. I was like, all right, let me do. Because if you look on my feed, it was like, all right, kill count episode 1, and I did it. And then 2 went by, and I think that's when Halloween Kills and Ends came out or something. So I had to like double up on it. It was a mess. And then I got copyright flagged on an episode with 2 or 3 of them stick together. So it's just a mess. I'm probably not dealing with that this year. I'll probably just do a stream like this, like right after it airs or the day after or something like that and talk about it. And maybe I'll have a clip or 2 or something, but because there's so many releases coming out and I want to stay on top of it. Or I might get an editor just for like just the Chucky series because I have an editor that's getting the footage for the Totally Killers coming out on Amazon and Pet Cemetery Bloodlines coming on Paramount. So I film it and then I send that off to my editor and then the editor puts all the footage to it and it's gonna be cool. So it's gonna come out pretty soon. So hopefully I'll have the Exorcist one is like the priority because that's the big movie this weekend. And then I'll have the other 2 like shortly afterwards. And I want to do spoiler streams about those too. Or maybe I'll just do a spoiler sort of video about it. I don't know. We'll see. Just so busy this month with all this. Hopefully it's the best month ever. The post-credit scene confuses me. If the guy died, did they just dispose of the body and clean up the trap? Maybe he survived. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he actually passed that trap. I doubt it because they didn't wear masks. I did that whole skit earlier. Like, you wearing masks? Nah, man. This guy's dead. Don't worry about it, Hoffman. No one's gonna know about you. Because it's supposed to be before even Saw 3. He was still at large. They were still really looking for Jigsaw. So, yeah. Well, they were looking for Jigsaw this whole time, like digging up his body in Jigsaw, and that dude was in his grave. Do you know Johnny from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? He's a made-up character from the game. They made him up. Like I think they only have the rights to that. They could put other characters in there, but they didn't. They just went with made up ones. Or I think it's supposed to be like an old lady grandma's next or something like that. But it's a really cool game, but I haven't played it in a bit too because I go like, dude, I already beat it so many times. Games I think are having like a shorter lifespan now because you're like, dude, I beat it. Unless they come up with a new map or something, I don't know about playing it in the meantime. Because then like Alan Wake 2 is coming out, a bunch of cool games. Oh man, I'm all caught up. Have you seen the remake Slumber Party Massacre? Fun fact: my high school English teacher was in the second one. Oh, very cool, dude. Yeah, I saw it. It wasn't good, and here's the thing. Here's how I pick some kill counts. And I go like, I thought no one will survive or no one will save you was gonna be like, oh, dude, I saw a bunch of people making videos about it. Yeah, I'll go get my video. And it didn't even do all that well. I was like, oh man, I could just do a stream and talked about it or something because it was a lot of work. I was like, no, I forget it, dude. For stuff like that, I'm just getting in my. I would just get this guy I work with the editor to do it. So yeah. Oh, I guess I mean if he died, why not leave him in the bathroom with Adam Zepp and Xavier? That's what I mean. Okay. Oh, for the post credit scene. Yeah. Yeah, dude, if he did his bones would have been there. Wasn't there a body down there too? I'm not sure. That's later because one of the later Saw movies that I think Saw 3D, they ended up with like back in that bathroom. So yeah, that's a thing. So they didn't show that guy being dead, but I'm pretty sure he saw them and everything. So I don't think they would have let that guy live, especially Hoffman. Like Jigsaw was already at large. You already know what Jigsaw looked like. And Hoffman didn't want to wear a max or anything. So yeah. All right, I think my next video is gonna be how to beat the brain trap. And I already went over it. You take the girl's head. But don't act so surprised when you see it. But I was thinking like because it takes a while to like decipher like what's the best way to beat each trap. That's why I like those how to beat videos. I like those videos too. That's why I like trying to do like whatever videos I'll like watch and try to do it. Like I like the kill counts, and that's what really hit. And how to beat would be cool. Like how to beat the Exorcist or something like that. That would be fun. So I think it's just the Exorcist kill count, and then I'll do Exorcist how to beat the Exorcist because how do you beat the devil and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Dude, this month is gonna be awesome. We already have Pet Cemetery Bloodlines, we got Totally Killer and Exorcist coming up. It's not fair that this much is happening this early on. Because just this week we have and Chucky comes out Wednesday too. Shit. It's supposed to be like a White House episode. They're gonna be in the White House. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, we got Chucky. We got I'm really stoked about Pet Cemetery as well. I even got the book and read. I read most of it. I'm not gonna say I finished the whole thing, but I read most of it. And it's all supposed to be about the prequel, but I don't think they even cover it that much in the movie. Or the guy's supposed to grow up to be. It's supposed to be like Judd, but they already showed us that in like the very first movie. So I don't know. But yeah, this Saw is actually crushing the box office. I hope to see it again. So, yeah, like I think if I make like more content in it, I want to see more of it so I could see something and get inspired again to put out like another video about it or something. Because, dude, that was like my highest video I've gotten since, like I said, Scream 6. Because I think even Evil Dead Rise was like third on that, or like Talk to Me was big, but it wasn't as big as this. Like I think Talk to Me, yeah, I mean, it did well, and I think with horror fans it works. Or I don't know, maybe just kill counts aren't working as much as they used to. You got to do How to Beat It or something. I wonder if they'll dive into how Amanda became heartless because it looks like she cared about the victims in this one, mostly Gabriella. Oh yeah, she like sympathized with her a bit because she's like, well, she's on drugs, I'm on drugs, I know what it's like to be on drugs, and Kramer's like, nah, man, she's got to die. I'm not about that. Oh, is that the problem with this? Hmm. Yeah, so Amanda did like show some sympathy, and then like by Saw 3, all her traps were like unbeatable. But I think she had grudges with those sort of people. So like this shows like a good arc for Amanda because this is when she first got on board, right? Saw 1 just happened. So this is even before Saw 2. So she did have time to get like sour, and I think she was pretty confident that she was going to take over everything. And what did she? Yeah, she didn't know about Hoffman, right? But yeah, she did feel bad for Gabriella, and she knew she was on drugs. She has like a soft spot for that. But by Saw 3, she was just killing people and putting them in unwinnable traps. And that's why John killed her. It sucks, man. Like Saw 3, I think they even came out and said like Saw 3 was a big mistake. You shouldn't have killed John in Saw 3 and Amanda. Because Saw 4 was weird that you finally found out like Hoffman was in on it. And then Hoffman survived all the way till Saw 3D. And we presume he died inside when that Dr. Gordon came out to be the newest apprentice. You're like, oh my god, so many apprentices, dude. I'm glad they went back to basics and went, dude, it's just Amanda and him, and now Hoffman. So this, yeah, Saw X could have been like the Amanda story, and Saw 11 could be like a prequel with Hoffman, even though we don't know he's dead for sure. Maybe it could be like half prequel, half sequel, sort of like Godfather Part 2, or like most of these. Like, but when you get too many timelines, that's why like when by the time you watch like Saw 6 or Saw 7, you're like, damn, dude, what I miss all these? Uh, what I miss all these movies? Because it's like you have to watch it directly in order, unlike Jason or Friday the 13th, where you just go, oh, Jason's back, cool. But yeah, I think I'm wrapping up here. I was trying to share this other video with it, or I think next time I'll do a tier maker. How about that? All right, give me a second. Maybe I can tier maker. Oh, here you go. Oh, damn. I think people already put it up. All right, let me see if I could do this. How's it look there? Oh, there you go. And then we get all our saw traps here. How we do it in the viewable thing with all these damn ads? Oh, shotgun? Yeah, maybe I could do that for the next video. Because that'll take forever, dude. We gotta talk about each one of these. Subway trap? Yeah. I don't think they actually put all the dang, is that how many traps there been? The gallows, the razor block, the bucket room. Oh, bucket room. Yeah, so some of these are I go knife chair. Oh, well, you gotta lean your face forward. Okay. I just rewatched them all because I was that psyched about like getting a new Saw movie. So yeah, maybe I'll do that next time, or I'll make like a own video just sort of about that. But I gotta figure out how to. I haven't done a tier ranking. I gotta figure out how to do it. Yeah, dude, right there, Rusty Saw. How do you do it when you share like that? Oh, you got to download it. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, the kill. Yeah, if everything goes to plan, it's gonna be Exorcist, totally killer, and everything. But Saw X was very cool, and I'm not done with Saw X yet. I think I'll do a ranking. We could do tiers and everything. So much Saw content, but dude, it's gonna get so packed because there's also Chucky and a lot of other stuff coming on. Yeah, what it seems like a lot of these YouTubers already moved on from Saw already. It's crazy. Like, you know how big this movie is or something like that? It's number one. And I think they did like a spoiler stream and they're already talking about like, hey, Scream might be in the winter time or something. I don't know. Or what's your favorite October to watch movies? Like, well, I guess, but we got Saw right now. And it's actually a well received Saw. What? It's like 80 something percent right now. And with audience, it's like 90. Like, oh my goodness. It's one of the best, and that's why it's probably like highly regarded as like the best Saw movie. So yeah, like maybe if Saw One came out like last year or something, it would have got like a higher Rotten Tomatoes. But I think people missed it, and just the story is so cool. They gotta make him a good guy again if they do Saw 11. But all right, well, thanks everybody for actually tuning in. I just wanted to do like an hour or something. But next time we'll do Exorcist. Probably. No, next one's gonna be on Wednesday. Because I was actually trying to get this little StreamYard duck off my thing. Because I was like, oh, let me get the upgraded version because I'm gonna be doing so many streams, Chucky stream, and then Exorcist stream, like Saturday or something like that. But damn, dude, it didn't let me click on it and everything. So that's what we get. But all right, thanks for everybody tuning in and check back on your feed, dude. I'm gonna have that up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna have a how to beat traps like the brain trap. I might throw in some more traps in there, but I think I'll just put that one and see how it does. And if it does well, I'll finish all of them and just probably just the brain trap because that's as much footage as I got on that. Because the other traps you only have this much footage on, but the brain trap I got a lot, and then the eye trap you got a lot. So probably just those two until maybe like the full thing comes out. But all right, thanks everybody for tuning in, and yeah, keep in your feed to watch for a clip tomorrow, a video tomorrow, and then a Chucky stream on Wednesday night or Thursday afternoon. I'm thinking Wednesday night, like after it ends, because it's gonna be a president episode. I think they at least kill one person. And let me see, because I actually went through a Chucky maze. I want to see if I have that footage. Oh, and Never Hike Alone too. I had the guy on a couple of videos back, and it's gonna be a crazy amount of fights and gore and killing, and I gotta do a video about that. And that comes out actually on the 13th. So that's gonna be cool too. Damn, I forgot about that. So it's gonna be Chucky stream, Exorcist, Totally Killer, Pet Cemetery, and then Never Hike Alone too. So crazy how much stuff is having October. It's having too much. It better be the goddamn best month I'm ever gonna have. But nothing's gonna be like the month like Terrifier 2 just blew up. Or I gotta figure out something like easier way to make videos or something like that, dude, so I can get them all out. I know other people, dude, they just sit and talk and there's no clips or anything, so it's easy for them. But I don't know, I try to swing for the fences on every single one. So that's my bad, I guess. But or some people already saw it, like what Cody Leach already saw Bloodlines and said it was but it's bloody and gory more than the other ones. I go, dude, that sounds dope. I want a piece of that. So that one's gonna be cool. So definitely watch The Exorcist. I'm probably even gonna put off watching Pet Cemetery and the other one until I'm done with the video. So, oh, and then yeah, the missus wanna goes on a hayride or something Friday. I go, dude, you know how busy Friday is? Friday is gonna be making an Exorcist video and Totally Killer and Pet Cemetery, dude. It's too packed, too much. All right, so thanks everybody for coming by, and later.